Dojo of Gain. Alright, so we're live, so I'm just going to check out a few videos and basically react. So, yesterday I went to watch the UFC fight, but I only saw the preliminary fights. I did not end up watching the last fight, so I don't even know what happened. I can kind of tell what happened by the thumbnail already, but didn't get a chance to watch it. Came home, worked on some shit. It was late, so that's what I had to do. Sometimes you gotta do shit, but let's check it out now. Let's see what went down. Alex Pereira versus a modern day samurai. What's his name? Jiri Prochaska. I don't know.
Alex Pereira defeated Jiri Prochaska via KO in the second round to become the new UFC light heavyweight champion. Pereira is now the 9th fight.
Oh, okay. Alex won. I actually thought that Alex was going to win. One of my friends that was watching the fight, he tries to predict the winner because he does some betting app. I'm not sure what the app's called, I forgot, but I'll probably do that too because he's been making some money gains on that betting app, so I might do that too. I think I'm pretty good at guessing sometimes. So Alex Pereira won the fight. That's what I thought would happen. Even though the samurai guy looked like an absolute beast, Alex Pereira, he is a veteran, so I'm not surprised by that. Let's take a look.
Fighter to win a UFC title in 2 divisions. Here are the reactions from the MMA community. A lot of fighters were upset about the stoppage. Dominic Cruz tweeted that was way too early a stoppage. Rafael dos Anjos tweeted double champ from Brazil. Ben Askren says crazy finish there. I say not terrible, but a little early. Coulda gave him a couple seconds in the mount to make it clear. Ariel Helwani tweeted at first glance, that felt like an early stoppage. Upon watching the replay, it feels like an early stoppage. Prochaska was definitely hurt. Just feels like it could have breathed a little more. Aljamain Sterling says truly inspiring. Wow. Henry Cejudo says wow, Alex Pereira does it again. Welcome to the 2-belt club. Brian Kelleher says Mark Goddard phobia. Joaquin Buckley tweeted all knockouts, damn good card. Derek Brunson says Alex is a 2-division champ. Funny story, I believe I talked him into doing MMA a few years ago. He was going to help me get ready for Izzy, but it never materialized due to a hurricane in my area. Magomed Ankalaev tweeted have to finish my business with Johnny and Peloton next.
Alright, a bunch of tweeting. I know, I guess people like this because these videos always come out, but I find them a bit boring, to be honest with you. I'd rather see the fighters talk, seeing their tweets. I'm not hyper interested in seeing their tweets. See if is there anything else besides tweets on this bitch? Joe Rogan. Let's see what Joe Rogan has to say about the fight. I actually wanted to see some clips of the fight. They don't got any clips of the fight. It's a clickbait video. These videos are always clickbait though. Shouldn't have taken the bait. Ease up a little bit. Shouldn't have taken the damn bait, man. But I took the bait. You got the good thumbnails.
And then here's the elbows, and he drops and sinks.
Wait,
it's a little early. I mean, I'm not satisfied with that stoppage. I mean, he was definitely hurt. Look, he drops hurt. Right hand, and there's the left hook that drops him. He sinks after the elbows. Look, he was hurt bad. He was hurt really, really bad. He gets up. He's real wobbly. I feel like he pulled the trigger a little early.
It was right. I was out, but you know, I will never stop. I will never stop. If I will be die, my body will still work. So it happened. Doesn't matter. Thank you, Alex. Thank you for this fight. Big learn from me from that fight. I'll be back.
Dude even sounds like a beast. Sounds like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Thank you for this fight. I'll be back.
Come true, daddy.
Israel Adesanya responded to Alex calling him out. Izzy posted this. It says, LOL rent free. I sleep good.
Oh my goodness. Alright.
alright, let's get this show started!
Get out of here.
Let's cook today's news.
Let's check and see if we can see actually some footage of the fight. I'm not going to be careful with this because I could get yanked off if it's footage that I'm not supposed to be showing, but they should at least have like the knockout on here. Full fight? No, can't put that on. This is in Russian. Early stoppage. Let's see.
There's a really important detail here that you probably missed about this controversial ending at UFC 295. We're going to talk about the truth about whether or not this was
the same thing I do. Blah, 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 blah. I make fun of myself. Let's see. Where's this? There we go. Fight clip. That's all I care about.
On that lead leg, all of those muscles are trying to fire primarily in an isometric fashion where they're not necessarily picking up or dorsiflexing his ankle, but as he's standing, as he's trying to move forward, those muscles are trying to fire, and whenever there's a lot of bruising from the continued trauma, it becomes really hard to fire those muscles because pain basically shuts them off. In fact, here in this sequence, we can see as Yuri steps forward with that left leg, you can actually see the outline of some of those tendons, the anterior tibialis tendon right there in the front of the ankle, that are working to control the descent of the ankle and foot as he steps on the canvas. There could be a little bit of foot drop there with injury to that nerve, but that tendon, that outline that we see, is going to be one of the key muscles that can be injured whenever you have damage to that peroneal nerve from these low calf kicks. So as Yuri's trying to step forward, if that nerve isn't working as well, if the muscles aren't working as well, his foot is going to slap down harder, he's not going to have as much stability, and he's not going to want to spend as much time on that lead leg. So very expert, great technique from Perea to cause some of that initial damage. Now, the reason you probably clicked my thoughts on this early stoppage. I'll admit, when I first watched it in real time in the first couple of times,
All right, man. I mean, he has some good points, right, explaining the physiology behind what's going on. I'm guessing this guy's a doctor or something, but not really showing the fight, showing some pictures. Maybe he's playing it safe. Maybe I shouldn't show it anyways, but we gotta show it like something. Like, I want to see something. Damn, man. All right.
And I kind of thought of that when Alex landed that punch tonight, that little short hook on.
Well, I don't have that one plugged in. Let's see the stoppage. Fight recap. This better have some freaking
It's
clips.
safe to say UFC 295 was a knockout on Saturday at New York's Madison Square Garden, with the key word in this case being knockout. There were 5 of them on
All
the
right.
5-bout main card alone,
No.
and 2
No clips. Why do you got it on the thumbnail, dude? Last time I'm going to try because I'm failing.
Here we have a great combination from Yuri Prochazka. Reaches out with a left hand, which misses, then goes for another little left hand. Then he throws a left and the overhand right, which connects clean. This is the exact combination that Izzy landed in their first fight in the first round, where he throws a left and then he throws the overhand right immediately afterwards. And it is a glaring hole in Alex's game because every single fight he has, he gets hit with it. Yuri throws left hands as follow-ups, lands a good
Probably his blind spot.
jab. He thinks he has Alex hurt in this position, but unfortunately for him, Alex's first instinct is not defense, but it is offense. He actually avoids an overhand right. He loads up to his right side. You can see how low his body is. Leans down low. How does he land this? Basically cuffs Yuri's neck with it. It's not even clean punch at all. Forces him to the side. Yuri is not looking at anything that Alex is doing. And the punch Alex has been looking for the entire fight, his left hook, crushes Yuri, goes right through his chin. Look at the impact.
Oh, that is a nice punch. That's a nice punch. Pushing him off to the side, even though the punch didn't land perfectly, it fulfilled 100% its purpose. Got him to a spot where he can't see, where he can't defend himself, and gave him that opportunity to open up with the hook that he was looking for, and it looks like it landed very nice and clean.
Of this left hook. This is vintage Alex Pereira. Crushing left hook, lifts Yuri off his feet and crumples him to the ground.
This dude's going to be drinking soup for a few days. He's not going to be able to chew.
Look at how he's throwing this hook. It looks so casual to him, and it's such a devastating punch. Lands it, Yuri's head is here. Look at where his head is after the strike. It's here. His head got lifted about a foot into the air. He's not even on his feet anymore. He got punched up into the air like a cartoon character, and he completely collapses. He's completely out cold right now. Yuri Prochazka has insane recoverability though, and he wakes up, immediately goes for a single leg. Alex starts going for hammer fists on a recovering Yuri Prochazka, and then transitions to elbows. Let's actually count every single strike. 1 hammer fist, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hammer fists, 1 elbow to the side of the head, 1, 2, 3. It was the 3rd elbow that knocked Yuri out. 2, 3.
That's the thing that's so brutal about MMA, is that they can just keep beating on you. Like when you're in the wrong position, getting ground and pounded, or like he is trying to get him with the takedown and just getting blasted in the head. That's rough, man. That's rough. Like, I've done only a little bit of MMA. I've only done like, I think it was like 6 months of MMA a long time ago, 2017. And when you're in that ground pound position, see, I've never even been ground pounded for real, because I'm talking about sparring in class, but it's crazy position to be in because you really don't feel like you can defend yourself. You're basically just getting blasted. So I couldn't imagine how it would be if somebody was blasting you full power in that position, because obviously when you're sparring in class, you're going to pull your punches a little bit. You're not just going to try to murder your sparring partner. But yeah, I've never done an actual MMA fight, so to be honest with you, I'm not even gonna lie, I don't think I would want to. I don't think I would want to be in that position of getting ground and pounded. Seems like it sucks balls. Just me keep it 100.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He took 8 elbows to the side of the head. You can see the exact moment where Yuri Prochazka loses consciousness. His hands are connected, drops. Here's the elbow that knocks him out cold. Boom. It was that one. You can see he was standing up. His arms are connected here. After this elbow, he slumps. His hands disconnect, and he falls backwards. Alex keeps landing punches on him. Yuri is completely unconscious.
It looked like that elbow hit him in the ear, man. If you've ever been hit in the ear, you know that shit hurts. It hurts bad. It doesn't hurt a little bit. I mean, and an elbow, oh man.
Conscious right now. He's on his back. He just fell backwards from being knocked unconscious by an elbow to the temple. Alex lands on him in full mount. Mark Goddard steps in. This was a perfect stoppage. Mark Goddard was on the action, watching intently and closely from the correct angle that he needed to, and he saw that Yuri Prochazka was knocked unconscious from eating multiple elbows to the side of the head and eating...
You know what? Sorry, guys, if you disagree with me, but I'm going to go ahead and say that was not an early stoppage. I don't think it was a bad stoppage. He was clearly unconscious on the ground, and the only thing that would have happened if the ref didn't stop it is that he would have got ground and pounded and received further brain damage. It really wouldn't have been worth it. I don't see him recovering because he would need a few seconds to regain consciousness, and Pereira would have just pounded him on the ground. So it was definitely worth him getting stopped, in my opinion. Now we're going to check out Bradley Martyn. Bradley Martyn and Ryan Garcia. They have a video together. I'm kind of curious to see how it goes. Or maybe they have a few videos together. It just came up on my wall. Oh yeah, they do have a few of them. Bench press. And Bradley Martyn tests Ryan Garcia's bench press. Is it not going to come up now? See, we're live, people. We're live, so shit's not going to come up. Oh, there it is.
Activate chest.
Sometimes I wish a truck would just hit him really hard while he's walking.
What do you think of people in your comment section saying...
Let's get to where Bradley shows up. Ryan shows up.
Hurt me, and I ain't gonna trust. He's trying to make an example out of me.
No, I'm not gonna
check
do it.
this
I'm not
out.
gonna do it.
Now I might have to knock him out. I might just have to knock him out.
But if I like,
I don't know what you're doing. What is this? If I like, that's not. I don't know what that is.
yeah, you don't want me to tackle you.
Yeah, I don't. But you're like, it's situational. Yeah. Like you have a good chance to win because you're bigger. A boxer can't mess with a heavyweight if you're like, even if a boxer is better.
Let's keep it 100. People want to feed Bradley's ego because he's big. So he believes that he can fight. I can't wait until he actually fights somebody that knows how to fight. Ryan Garcia would whoop Bradley Martyn's ass, even in a street fight, because Bradley Martyn wouldn't be quick enough to tackle him. So if I get a hold of you, then you're done. But you wouldn't be quick enough to tackle him because you're stiff bodybuilder with no fluidity in your movement, which is evident in the fight you had with Sneeko. You don't even have punching power with all that muscle you have. You're very strong, but you don't know how to use it. So your punches are weak, probably weaker than Ryan's, even though you're way bigger than him. As a matter of fact, I can guarantee they're weaker than Ryan's, considering your inability to damage Sneeko much. Your punches are sloppy. They're slow. They're stiff. You can't fight. You cannot. Bodybuilders are not good fighters. Bodybuilders probably the worst fighters that there are because of their lack of flexibility. I know if a bodybuilder concentrates a lot on flexibility, concentrates on fighting, maybe he has fighting skills prior to becoming a bodybuilder, then he would do better. But generally, bodybuilders are not good fighters. It doesn't translate. Lifting weights doesn't translate necessarily to being able to punch harder unless you have the technique down to throw power into the punch already. Right, a big, giant, strong guy who punches improperly versus somebody like Ryan Garcia who has immaculate technique, who's actually a boxer, is going to punch way harder. The technique goes a long way, and Bradley has zero. Bradley cannot fight. Anybody who believes that Bradley can fight is sadly mistaken. I really hope he just gets called out. These people are his friends, so they play along with his games, but I wouldn't even be scared to box Bradley Martyn. Now, if Bradley got a hold of me, I'd be done. I keep it real because I'm not the greatest jiu-jitsu guy. Not the greatest grappler. I'm a striker. But if we did a kickboxing match, boxing match, I would destroy Bradley, and I'm nowhere near Ryan's skill level. So, yeah, I wish I could get an opportunity to box him, but I'm not up there on YouTube to do that because I would light him the fuck up. Not because I don't like him. I mean, I have nothing against him. I just think he needs to understand how reality works.
Than the heavyweight in boxing, it would be hard there because you're huge, and Devin's like what, $150. Yeah. I'm strictly talking street fight. Boxing.
No, I'm not talking about boxing.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to stand up.
Street fight. Nah, you'll get him.
You can knock Brad out
For sure in boxing, but I don't know. Street fight would be hard. Man. I have to find a good shot. I'll have to find a good. I have to catch you.
You'd have to get the first shot.
I have to catch you with some shit. For sure.
If I'm
See, even in a street fight, though, there is a chance that somebody around my skill level could take Bradley Martyn because the way he would tackle probably wouldn't be quick enough. You'd probably knee him in the face or something and break his jaw while he's tackling. I mean, in a street fight once, now, you should never get in a street fight. That's completely immature behavior. But when I was like 21, plus I didn't start this, I was basically just sucker punched. Well, attempt to sucker punch. I slipped it. I saw it coming because people telegraph when they don't know how to fight. But in a street fight once, guy did the sloppy street fight punch that people do. I slipped it, then hit him with a jab. He tried to tackle me, and while he's coming forward with the tackle, I basically threw a lazy cross and even put all of my power into it. But the force of him throwing his body into the punch knocked him out, because it also takes a good understanding of timing and ability to not telegraph your moves in order to pull off tackling somebody. Because even though Bradley's very strong, if you get the sprawl is very useful. If you're able to move out of the way, You can clip him up while he's off balance. Like, you actually have to train fighting to be able to fight. You can't just fight because you're strong. That's not how it works. It's a skill, just like a basketball player or a soccer player or a chess player. These are skills that you learn. You have to have a tactic that you're going to use, a strategy, a game plan. It's cerebral, all right? Just like everything else that's skill-based. It's not just based on who's has the biggest muscles. That's not that useful. I know this for a fact because there was always guys who would come in the gym and get in the ring that had huge muscles, and they would get lit up because they didn't know how to use their muscles. It's just, you have to know what you're doing. The muscles are only going to get you so far.
I don't know, even if I hit you, if I don't hit you in the right spot, you might still be standing, and I'm fucked.
Yeah, because if I'm on you, it's like,
I have to like hit you, and you gotta be out, or at least a little dazed,
and then keep going.
If you get dazed, it's a wrap.
What you have to remember though, you gotta do like Brad. In our head, it's gonna look so much like it's a lose-lose for us. If he knocks us out, we're like idiots. It's like 100 pounds heavier than this dude. So Brad, they would have to say Brad was such a hard.
Ryan could literally just flurry Brad, just continuously punch, because Brad has no defense, so he wouldn't be able to do anything about it. It doesn't matter if he keeps standing. He could just spin around him and punch, slide to side, punch, slip punch, continuously like that, effortlessly, because Brad sucks. But he's trying to be humble. He doesn't want to tell the truth, but I'll tell the truth.
Shot, he's literally lights out, or else Brad is gonna keep going because he can't be seen getting beat.
I have to hit you some shit that you're out, or at least a little, and then I could get you. But if I hit you and you still, I'm like, ah, shit. Alright, I'm aiming for the balls. I'm doing everything I gotta do.
Yeah, you have to.
It's a street fight. I gotta do some crazy shit.
Get a chair.
Yeah, I'm fucking hitting you with a chair. I'm hitting you with a fucking bat. You big ass mother.
One more.
I didn't know I was doing it. I thought you were helping me.
You're gonna do one more like that. I'll go up. You're gonna do one more like that without my help. Control it a little lower. Take it out first. Bring it over your chest more. Because right when you came out with me, you just kind of went straight down. Like control it.
All right, Brad, we get it.
Well, I gotta get my set in too.
I'm fucking just like that. See, we're looking for a spotter for Brad.
I'm also looking for a wife.
That's what I meant, though. That's what I meant.
I'm also looking for a wife.
I really meant that. There you go.
There you go, right there.
Behind you, bro. That's her. Oh my gosh, that's a real look.
She's a real one too.
What? About what?
No, you're a real one. We're talking about finding a wife.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm good. You need to find a husband.
That's why I was trying to talk to you.
Oh, fucked up. Yo, laugh a little harder.
It was just a good joke.
Good joke.
I mean, I give credit where it's due. If you got something good to say, I'm gonna laugh.
You're bald.
Oh, really? That's what you mean? I'm going to Turkey this week.
I like that.
Yo, maybe don't answer this, but like, how much did you make?
Yo, you can't. That's so rude.
Let's see how much he can bench. So it looks like Ryan Garcia actually can't bench very much. Like I said before, he can still knock people out with punches. So this goes to show the technique is important, more important than how much weight you can lift, which is obvious to anybody who fights, but not obvious to everybody because some people believe that Brad could actually fight. Now, I don't have anything against Brad as a podcaster or anything like that. He's cool. I'm merely just talking about his fighting ability. I'm going to wrap it up there. Catch you guys next time. I don't know where the hell the chat box is, so if anybody said anything, I won't see it. I got to get this OBS under control. Still learning.